that moves the Starship Discovery through space. And of course, the character is inspired by the real-life mycologist Paul Stamets that we've been discussing. And so it's not far from what the real Paul Stamets actually does, which is to talk about the power of mushrooms, to not only just in medicinal purposes, but also to help heal the environment. There are so many things that mushrooms are able to do for us. We talked last week about the psilocybin type of mushroom and what that offers us as far as healing is concerned. But there are other aspects of the mushroom too that are really fascinating to think about. And Paul Stamets gives us an idea of some of the roles that these mushrooms play in health, such as activating your immune system, fighting flu viruses and other diseases, and also restoring habitat that's been devastated by pollution, and creating a sustainable fuel. So as Mr. Stamets explains, mycelium are actually the progenitors of mushrooms. They come from mycelium, which is a cobwebby, cellular-like network of filaments. And this mycelium exudes, as Mr. Stamets is explaining, enormous suites of enzymes, antimicrobial agents, antiviral compounds, as it grows in the ground beneath our feet and in the forests around us. Mycelium is the cellular foundation of our food webs, creating the rich soils that are necessary for life. It is a digestive membrane that also destroys many environmental toxins and has spawned a new science called microremediation. Partnering with mycelium improves environmental health outside our bodies as well as inside our bodies. And so there are so many different types of mushrooms that you would have to really be an expert in it if you were to go and look for mushrooms. You may see some sprouting up after a long rain around you, but those probably aren't mushrooms you would want to eat, because mushrooms can, as well as making you well, mushrooms can also make you very, very sick and even kill you. So you have to have a real expertise in knowing the differences between the vast array of mushroom varieties. So one of the things that mushrooms can be used to do is to fight or prevent cancer. About 100 species of mushrooms are being studied right now for that reason. Of those 100, about half a dozen really stand out for their ability to deliver a tremendous boost to your immune system, which might in turn help fight or prevent cancer. And apparently the chemicals that are involved in this are long-chain polysaccharides, alpha and beta glucan molecules are primarily responsible for these beneficial effects. One type of mushroom, the shiitake mushroom, was found to have a beneficial modulating effect on your immune system, just by adding 1 or 2 servings of dried shiitake mushrooms in a food. There's another type of mushroom called the cordyceps, also called caterpillar fungus, which has anti-tumor properties. It's a unique mushroom because it's a parasitic mushroom. It grows in the wild out of an insect host instead of a plant host. And it's something that Chinese and Tibetan traditional medicine has been using for apparently centuries. There's a study at the University of Nottingham that found that these cordycepan mushrooms have an active medicinal compounds that act as potential cancer drugs. A protein extract from turkey tail mushrooms is also being used to boost cancer patients' immune systems. This research is going on in Japan. There was an animal study there where mice suffering from sarcoma were given shiitake mushroom extract, and 6 of those 10 mice had complete tumor regression. And with slightly higher concentrations, all 10 mice showed complete tumor regression. This is amazing. This is amazing. The compound lentinan in shiitake mushrooms has been found to increase the survival rate of cancer patients. Extracts from maitake mushrooms, when combined with vitamin C, were shown to reduce the growth of bladder cancer cells by 90%, as well as kill them. I mean, this is just amazing. Then there's another type of mushroom. Reishi mushrooms can reduce obesity by modulating what's known as gut bacteria. It's amazing stuff. We're gonna have to do at least one more, if not 2 more, episodes on these mushrooms. There's so much here, but we'll get back to the psychedelic aspect of it too. But just to talk about what mushrooms can do for the environment. Mushrooms are nature's recycling system. And if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have plants, because mushrooms and their parent mycelium break down rocks and organic matters and turn them into soil that provides the framework to nourish the plants. And they can even help to make it rain. When 2 compatible mycelia combine, the resulting mycelium occasionally forms fruiting bodies called mushrooms. And these mushrooms make spores which fly away to make new mycelial colonies, and the life cycle is complete. Mycelial mats can be too small to see or cover vast areas of ground. Their extreme tenacity makes the soil spongy and able to support 30,000 times its weight. Paul Stamets believes that fungal mycelia and the intricate branching network they form function as the Earth's internet, a complex communication highway that is sort of Mother Earth's neural net. In some ways, mycelia are sentient and seem to demonstrate learning. If one pathway is broken, these mycelia will develop an alternate path. When you step on it, it knows you're there and leaps up in the aftermath of your footstep, trying to grab debris. These mycelia, not just the mushrooms, contain many of the healing agents for which mushrooms are revered, and as well as, of course, the psilocybin too. And some supplements offer the added boon of including the mycelia of the mushroom for its added health benefits. So, my goodness, fascinating stuff about mushrooms. We're gonna, as I say, have to come back to that in later episodes. So stay tuned. Well, I hope that you got through this election season without being too overwhelmed, and that perhaps you even found a little a little bit of something to be hopeful about as we move forward in this evolving situation. Have a great week.